Well, good morning. How are you doing today? Going live today, talk about something that may be affecting your company, may be affecting your future and other things. And today I want to talk to you about something called customer loyalty. In other words, the loyal customer. And who's the loyal customer? That's the customer that buys from you over and over and over again. But see, right now, there's a really big thing happening in the home service industries, and that is it's a bull market. This past Sunday, my buddy Taylor Hill from Spark Marketer shared with me that he saw on Meet the Press that stores that sell products for home improvement, the big box stores, the lumber yards, all these kind of places, their business over the United States is up. Catch this, 127%. That's right, 127%. Then we also have the sector of home service providers, contractors. This is the people I work with. This is chimney sweeps. This is plumbers. This is HVAC, any number, garage door companies, you name it. The companies that provide services to America's homeowners. Guess what the business is up this year in that sector? According to Meet the Press, what Taylor shared with me is it's up 97%. 97%. Folks, this is what we call a bull market. If you ever watch the stock market, we associate the words bull market with a stock market. But this is the thing about the stock market, and it's also the thing about economies in this goes on all the time, which is bull markets end. There's an up and then they spiral, then they go down. If you look over, if you study economics, if you study the United States history, you'll see this happens. Just think back a little over 10 years ago, the period from 2007 to 2010, we faltered. The economy took a massive hit. Do you remember Congress doing bailout plans for banks? Do you remember many banks couldn't even survive in this period? So anyway, this is where I want to speak to you about loyal customers, because here's the thing. Some years ago, I attended, and in my career, I have now spent, I believe, 5 days with one of my coaches and mentors, Jeffrey Gitomer. And if you don't know who Jeffrey is, he's a noted sales trainer, and he is also wrote the #1 selling book in the history on sales, according to the New York Times, and that is the Little Red Book of Selling. Well, my first certification that I went through, I spent 3 days in Jeffrey's first certification class, 94 people in this class. And it was my first coaching certification that I attained. And in this class, part of what we were taught to do was how to present Jeffrey's proprietary material and license to present this in our own businesses. Okay. And this is one of the certifications that I hold still to this day. So one of the courses that Jeffrey taught and that I've recently uploaded my own version of this on my education platform is about a book that he wrote, and it's entitled Customer Satisfaction is Worthless. Customer Loyalty is Priceless. Now, let me give you what I'm seeing around the United States and what clients are sharing with me, which is they're losing sales, big sales, for the following: because someone did not return the customer's phone call in a proper manner within a proper amount of time. I'm around the country, and I see this when I go and visit with clients. I see the office staff chasing after their technicians that the customer wants more information. And I hear technicians say, well, I'm just too busy. I don't have the time. I got such a heavy workload. I just don't have time to recall that customer. And what's happening then, that customer gives up. Why? Because they feel they are not respected. They feel like they can't trust them anymore. And I've got to go find someone else to do these repairs. What's even worse, many times they're taking the quote that the first technician prepared for them, the inspection that they prepared, and all of the things. And what did they do? They let their fingers do the walking, and they go find someone else that can provide the service for their customer. You know, another one of my mentors and my coaches that I've been exposed to for quite a few years now is a gentleman by the name of Larry Winget. Larry Winget is known as the pit bull of personal development. Larry Winget is also a guy that will tell you like it is. He doesn't hold back. And he preaches the following. He said, you know, there's a secret to customer service. There's been 5,000 books written on Amazon about customer service. But let me give it to you in just a couple words. Those couple words that Larry shared are just be nice. Be nice. 2 words, be nice. So what you've got to do is you've got to put yourself in the position and think like the customer. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel when your phone calls are not returned? You see, here's a customer that's got a credit card in their hands. They're ready to make the purchase. They're ready to contract with you. But we're just too busy to build that loyalty with that customer. And in a bull market, what also happens is sometimes we're so stressed, we might just get a little nasty with customers. We might just not have the time for them. And in a bull market, what also happens many times is our customers that we've had for a number of years start deserting us, and they're going to go find someone else to do that services. You know, one time a guy in my industry, because I served the chimney service industry, his name was Bob Daniels, went by Sooty Bob Daniels. And I can remember a time back in the 1990s when Bob used to send out business building CDs. That's right. And before that, we got cassette tapes, okay? And some of you younger people may not even know what a cassette tape is, but we used to plug these in our radios, in our cars, in our vans. We listened to them. And one of the things that Bob preached one year in his talking newsletters was the value, the lifetime value of a customer. So I want you to think about this for a minute, of the lifetime value of a customer, not the one time, but the lifetime. And what he came up with was that the average customer in that industry in their lifetime was going to bring them $33,000 in business. What this person also brings, if we make them loyal and we make them enthused, and what's an enthused customer? That's a guy that's going to tell everybody, you got to try my guy. This is the people that write the testimonials, the people that write the Google reviews. This is what's happening with them. Okay? And building that enthused customer. But you can't build an enthused customer if you don't have the time to even return their phone calls. But what's going to happen is that enthused customer is going to get unenthused. They're going to come up that they feel like you simply don't love them, you don't care for their business, and they're going to go somewhere else. You see, that's one of the things of human nature. How do you feel when you're ignored? How do you feel whenever someone doesn't return your phone call? How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel when your supplier drops the ball? When your supplier doesn't deliver on time, or he gets wrecked in transit to you? Think about what this is like. And see, a customer is a valuable commodity. A loyal customer is an astronomically important part of your business. They bring so much value to you. They tell others how great you are. You see, this was another thing that Jeffrey shared with me. When you tell people how great you are, that's bragging. Know that? But when others say it about you, it becomes a fact. It becomes the truth because of the testimonial they have given you. So this is what you got to do. It's going to take coming out of that comfort zone. Yes. It's going to take beating that stress. Yes. It's going to take getting out of, and getting out and doing what's got to be done. But again, like Larry Winget shared, the secret of customer service is simply be nice. There's so many people that are so stressed right now because of this 97% increase in business that's dumping on you. And I commonly ask the client, is this not what you wanted? Did you not want business? You see, this is the thing about the business world. It would be really nice if we could set up a business and we just had this level flow coming in every single day that just gives us the exact amount of business that we need. But the problem is it's hard to do that. It's very hard to do that. And this is why you've got to build up your army, your roster of enthused, loyal customers. Because when you build this roster of these enthused, loyal customers, they're going to become the best unpaid sales force you could ever have. Because the testimonial driven sale is the most solid there is. And what you've also got to do is live up to that testimonial. When someone's recommended you, are you truly living up to the expectation that was passed forward to that person? So this is the message to you today. Even though we're in this gigantic bull market that we're in today, I got bad news for you, guys and gals. It will end. There will come a time your phone will stop ringing to the degree that it's doing today. It's already happening in some areas of the country. So when this stops working, whenever this phone slows down, what's going to sustain you? What's going to take you forward? It's those customers that are loyal to you. Those customers that would rather fight than switch to another supplier. All you got to do is listen to them, think like that customer, understand what your own expectations would be if you were the customer, and act accordingly. Deliver on your customer promise. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Yeah, it's tough sometimes. Yeah, it makes long days sometimes. But there'll come a time when this bull market is bottoming out, when it's going down, that you'll be so glad you did. Look around you at the world today. We're talking about your business up 97%. But let's look at economies as a whole. Let's look at theaters. Let's look at restaurants. Let's look at the travel industry and all the other industries that make up the American economy. And when we look at this, it's really amazing that the consumers are so enthused on doing things around their homes in 2020. But you got to look at the psychology of why this is happening. They're more in their homes. They're looking at things they've never looked at. There's the social life that we're used to has gone away. We're spending more time at home. We're cocooned in, not because we really want to, but because, hey, there is so many restrictions going on. I mean, right now, I live in the state of North Carolina. Everything is closed after 10 p.m. at night. There's no bars. There's nothing going on. There's no gatherings. It's coming back and into cocooning yourself. So that's my message to you today. And I've recently just uploaded an entirely new course onto our education platform, the CVC Virtual Academy. It's a 3-hour course. It's broken down in 6 30-minute modules, and it goes through the processes of building loyal customers. And this is something that I need every one of you to think about. Think about how you're going to build this army, this roster of enthused customers that would rather do business with you than switch. They'd rather fight than do it with someone else. To get to that level, there's got to be trust. There's got to be a relationship. There's got to be respect. And you have to treat this customer as the valuable commodity that they are, and make sure that they do and are satisfied. You make this happen, you might just be shocked at how this works out for you. And with that, I want to appreciate you joining me today here on this live stream. Keep watching our channel. We're going to be doing more and more of the live streams going forward. We've got our new Fireplace show directed at consumers. It's going to roll at you a couple times a week. And I really appreciate you following us. Last thing, sharing is caring. If you think our message is one of value, would you consider sharing it on your social page? Share it with other people, because getting the message out, that's what we're trying to do here. So with that, I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of the week. I hope you've got a great holiday coming up into the future. And with that, I'll talk to you later, because Jerry Eisenhower is out of here.